here we are, it's finally here. Our exhibition is open in Morris Singer, one of the oldest working art foundries in the world. You two met on one of my original projects and you instantly formed an amazing connection. And then we were talking, weren't we, about the importance of organics works because of the wildfires and people, you know, not being able to grow things in their natural environments.
Been an absolute treat having Helena. I think that we get on so well. Her paintings go so well with my work. We're very like-minded, so I think it's been such a perfect match. Well, I grew up in nature, and a lot of the times we went to the game reserves where we lived in nature, and I was inspired by the beautiful trees, the beautiful acacia trees, for example, the tumbleweeds and seed pods.
For me, space is really important. Growing up next to an area of outstanding beauty with huge vistas and looking as far as the eye can see. I've been really inspired by the foundry, learning about patination and colouring and looking at texture and form, and even the way the light falls across bronze has then made me think about my work and the texture and structure. Using palette knives and mediums to build up structure and to take it away has developed during the Immortal Garden.
I love the depth that one can get with patinas and the various different patinas. They're not only brown as the traditional patinas were hundreds of years ago, and most people think of patinas as brown, but I've got loads of different colours and different depths of patinas.
I know that a lot of my work starts plein air in the landscape. So when you put an artist in a studio, it's like being more in a box and there's no excitement, there's no movement. Totally different with the foundry. You come to the foundry, there's fire, there's noise, there's excitement, there's a lot going on. And I've also learnt a lot, and it's really influenced and helped me with this body of work. So thank you. It's inspiring.
So it's actually a strange collaboration, the two of you, a sculptor and an oil painter. And, you know, people might wonder how could that possibly work? In the end, I think for the collector it's worked, and certainly the collectors we were speaking to yesterday, because they're buying a sculpture and a painting which are individual works in their own right, but they echo each other so they can draw a room together. Why do you want to go bigger all the time? It's more work. Helena, you have to go to the gym.
Big talks, and the bigger the better, and I'd like to go even bigger, as big as possible.
A small piece can tell its own story and can be powerful in its own right, but then something about the scale, you get larger brush marks, you get more fluidity of paint, more space on the canvas, and more space to play.
Well, small pieces, as you say, I've done small little trees, and they are very precious. They can be like precious jewels. So that does work, but I really do like large.
Monumental.
I've been working for 50 years alone, and I've loved it and every minute of it, and I'm passionate about it. But having Helena by my side has been so inspiring. She's brought in all the youth and the young ideas that have inspired me as well.
And for you, Helena, has it been a guide?
Oh, it's been inspirational, you know.
For both of us.
For both of us, yeah.
Both of you love colour so much. And I've actually been tagging our posts colour defiance, because I do feel that your work is a defiance. It's almost like pop art, like graffiti. Your vibrant colours, you know, when we walk through our urban landscapes now, the architecture's so grey, it's so boring. You go and stay in a hotel, it's so beige. And then there's this pop of a pomegranate or pop of your woodland scenes. Why colour? Why have you bucked the trend and are just going into these vibrant, pure colours?
I just love colour, and I think it talks, and I feel that it's an emotional thing, comes from the heart, and I am full of colour.
For me, colour is emotion, and it's how I communicate. You've got the structure of a painting, the composition, the tone, but then actually the colour is then what brings that to life and takes the emotion for me onto the canvas, and like Jill, onto your bronze.
When I think about this collection and where it's going to end up, immediately start thinking about an auction house in London, and there's a collector there and they've maybe got your piece, but they want to collect the piece, the painting that went with Jill's sculpture, and they're bidding, and then they put them back together, and it could be 100 years' time. And I think you really have created an immortal garden.
Well, I think a desert would be wonderful, because I think it would bring the desert to life, especially my tumbleweed. You'll see many tumbleweeds in the desert. But what I do think with Helena and I, they marry so well. And so they were in a private collection or in a museum collection, they would be so good together.
Maybe in a chalet somewhere, you have a beautiful big garden painting, open doors through to an actual garden with a piece of Jill's through the doorway.